Hello everyone, and welcome back to another ETS2 storytelling episode, where I will share with you a lighthearted and uplifting story called The Bakery Run That Saved the Day. If you will enjoy the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe with the bell on so you don't miss any future videos. So, let's get started. Not every trucking job is about hauling massive machinery or dangerous goods. Sometimes, the smallest loads can lead to the biggest adventures. Let me tell you about the time I took on what seemed like a simple delivery, a load of freshly baked bread, and ended up saving an entire town's festival. It all began on a crisp spring morning in Salzburg, Austria. The air smelled of blooming flowers and wet pavement from an early rain, and I was parked at a small truck stop, finishing a hearty breakfast. My rig, cleaned and polished after my last job, gleamed under the soft sunlight, ready for the next trip. That's when my phone buzzed. The job was straightforward. Pick up a load of specialty bread from a bakery in Vienna and deliver it to a small town in the Czech Republic, just in time for their annual spring festival. The catch? The delivery window was tighter than a parking spot in downtown Paris. I had exactly 12 hours to cover the distance, load the cargo, and deliver it before the festival kickoff. Bread? I chuckled to myself as I read the details. How hard can it be? Famous last words, right? I accepted the job, fueled up, and hit the road, my spirits high. The route to Vienna was smooth, a blend of wide highways and scenic stretches. Rolling green hills dotted with quaint villages zipped by as I cranked up my playlist, singing along to classic rock anthems. The drive was a trucker's dream, or so I thought. Arriving in Vienna was the first hiccup. The bakery was nestled in a bustling side street, its location more suited for delivery vans than a full-sized rig. I had to maneuver through tight corners and dodge honking cars to find a spot to park. The bakery owner, a short, round man with flour-dusted hair, waved me down enthusiastically. "Ah, you're here. Thank goodness," he exclaimed, leading me inside. The smell of freshly baked bread was intoxicating, a mix of sourdough, rye, and sweet pastries. The load was ready. Crates of artisanal bread stacked neatly on pallets. But as they began loading the truck, disaster struck. One of the bakery's ovens had malfunctioned that morning, and a batch of loaves hadn't risen properly. "We're short by 50 loaves, the owner admitted, wringing his hands. "The festival organizers will be furious. This bread is the centerpiece of their event." Now, I could have shrugged and left with the partial load. But something about the man's desperation and the thought of disappointing an entire town made me pause. "How long to bake a new batch?" I asked. 2 hours, at least," he replied. I glanced at the clock. It was tight, but if I drove smart and avoided delays, I could still make it. "Get baking," I said with a grin. While the bakery worked its magic, I prepped the rig for a fast departure. I double-checked the straps, plotted the quickest route, and fueled up on coffee. The moment the last crate was loaded, I hit the road, my GPS set for the Czech border. Traffic out of Vienna was heavier than expected. A minor accident on the A4 slowed things to a crawl, and I found myself tapping the wheel impatiently. Every minute felt like an hour. But once I cleared the jam, it was pedal to the metal. The Czech countryside was stunning. Endless fields of golden rapeseed flowers swaying gently in the breeze. But I barely noticed, my focus glued to the road and the ticking clock. The festival's opening ceremony was at 6 p.m., and I needed to be there by 5:30 to unload. That's when the second hiccup happened. About halfway through the journey, a detour sign appeared. Roadwork had closed the main route, forcing me onto a winding back road through dense woods. The path was narrow and uneven, my trailer rocking gently as I navigated the tight bends. It was here that I encountered a stranded motorist, a young couple whose car had broken down. They waved frantically as I approached, their faces a mix of relief and panic. I could have driven past. I was on a tight schedule after all, but something made me stop. Their car had overheated, and they were stranded miles from the nearest town. "We're trying to get to the festival," the woman explained. "Well," I said, "you're in luck. Hop in." They climbed into the cab, grateful for the ride. As we rumbled along, they told me about the festival, a celebration of spring, unity, and, of course, the bakery's legendary bread. Hearing their excitement gave me an extra boost of determination. We rolled into the town square at exactly 5:29 p.m. Just as the first strains of music drifted through the air, the square was bustling with activity. Colorful stalls, laughing children, and the smell of roasted meats and flowers. Festival organizers rushed to unload the bread, their faces lighting up as they saw the crates. "You made it!" one of them exclaimed. The young couple thanked me profusely before disappearing into the crowd. I parked the rig and decided to stick around, curious to see what all the fuss was about. As the sun set, the square came alive with music, dancing, and laughter. I even got to try some of the bread I'd delivered, a crusty sourdough with a soft, flavorful interior. Without a doubt, the best bread I'd ever tasted. As I sat by the fountain, watching the festivities unfold, I thought about the day. What had started as a routine job had turned into something special. It wasn't just about delivering cargo. It was about being part of something bigger, about connecting with people and making a difference. Sometimes, the smallest jobs leave the biggest impact. And this bakery run? It was a delivery I'd never forget.
Thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and if that's so, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe with the bell on so you don't miss any future videos.
Also, consider to become a member of this channel. Join now to get access to perks and all the benefits that level provides. Thank you and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.